I can't stress this next part enough. When you know that you've had your file set up correct for objects in general, inheritance, whatever, let the IDE help you. Because if you see something odd in your IDE, like something's not popping up, then you know something is up. Now, it could be two things. Number one, it could actually be an Eclipse, which is the one I use all the time. You see all the pictures here from Eclipse, is that you just didn't save the latest version of the file changes and stuff like that. But after you've done that save and it still doesn't start showing up some of the features that you have from your derived class or something of that nature, then there's something wrong and stop. Get some quick help here and there and go from there. But the IDE is going to start telling you, hey, what items do you have access to? There's also some items in here like, what the heck is that? And I don't blame you. We'll kind of go over that, but that actually really gets into more collections and stuff like that later on that we'll talk about later on in the course. But let the IDE help you. So in the first example of using the base class here, where we have the main, the cube, this is all the same stuff here. I typed in basic, which is from our cube class, and notice it gives us all of our cube functions that we were expecting, some that we frankly weren't expecting. But as soon as I hit that dot, and you've done this before, it gives you all those options. If you haven't set it right or set up correctly, you should start seeing the IDE help you figure out what items are in there. Now, if I go down to advanced, which is our extended cube, notice it's going to give us more items that frankly, well, because it's including cube and the items that are in extended cube as well. So make sure that, I know I'm guilty of this personally, let the IDE help you. If there's something off, stop. Save it first, make sure you're good to go. See if that resets everything. If not, then have somebody else take a quick look at it. You're also going to let your IDE help you because of member accessibility. In our original cube class, there was a data member named side and it was set to private. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't adjust it because we had get and set functions for side in order to change it. But we did not have direct access to side, so if we try to do a simple system.println side, the IDE tells you the field cube.side, so it even knows what you're looking for, is not visible. So it's already incorporated everything in there, it knows the accessibility of it and says, wait a minute, there's a problem. That's where the IDE is super powerful for this one. So use the IDE to your benefit. It's really going to help you out, especially with inheritance, because frankly, we don't want to do some dumb mistakes. And trust me, it'll tell you about your dumb mistakes. For giggles, what I would have you do is change the data member of side to public within cube, and then you could directly print this out, but notice I'm not saying that with a lot of enthusiasm here. I would rather that you had your variable set to private, and then you use functions, that the sets and gets, the accessors and mutators in order to go ahead and change it from there. So just a heads up, let the IDE do the work for you. We have enough to do already.